Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the cards a little bit of a shuffle first. Okay. And maybe just a little bit of a cut. Just like that. Okay. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go through the cards like this. And wherever the spectator says stop, I'm going to deal out 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to show the spectator these 3 cards. So basically the 3 cards are going to be the spectator selected cards. Okay? So let's do this. Now I do not have a spectator with me right now, so I'm the one who's going to be saying stop. But please do not think that I'm cheating. I'm really going to say stop at a totally random position. Okay? You will realize in the tutorial that I'm really saying stop at a random position. Okay? So we're going to go through the cards. Let's say the spectator says stop right here. Okay? We're going to deal 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And we won't need the rest of the deck. So let's see what these 3 cards are. We have 2, 7, 5. Okay? 3 randomly selected cards. And these 3 numbers actually make up a 3-digit number. 275. So let's just remember the number 275. Okay, so as you can see, I have the book here, which has been in sight the entire time, and we're going to go to page 275. Now the spectator can actually turn to page 275. The magician does not need to turn to the page. Okay, so there we are, page 275. Hopefully it is in focus. Okay, right there, 275. And we're going to look at the first 3 letters, the first 3 words of page 275. Okay, and that is the candles clumsily. Okay, so 3 completely random words, completely random page, and completely random cards. Okay, so the candles clumsily. We're going to look at my prediction, which has been in sight the entire time as well. Let's see what it says. It says, the candles clumsily. Alright guys, so that is the trick, and let's get on to the tutorial. Alright guys, so welcome to the tutorial of this trick. So for this trick, you will need a deck of cards, a book, and a piece of paper. Okay, and a pen. Okay, because you're going to be writing down your prediction. Alright, but I won't show the pen right now because I don't need it, because I've already written down my prediction. But anyway, what you're going to do is you're going to find a book, preferably a thick book, okay? Because there's so many pages in a thick book, and there's so many pages to decide from, so many words, that it makes the trick even more amazing. Okay, so you're going to just go through the book, and you're going to look at a page which has the first 3 words pretty complicated. For example, you don't want something like the chair was. That's like that. It's not very complicated. The more complicated it is, the more amazing it is. The candles clumsily is not very. It's pretty amazing because it's not very common. Okay. The candles clumsily. Okay. So I found the page 275, which had the candles clumsily right there. So I picked the number 275. Once you've picked a page that has good words and all that, you're going to write down the first 3 words of that page. And remember the page number. Okay? So I wrote down the 3 words. Then you're going to fold up your prediction. You can set it aside. You can give it to your spectator. And then you're going to remember the page number. Okay? Now, preferably the page number has to be a 3-digit number. Okay. Now, once you've remembered the page number, you're going to go through your deck and you're going to find the 3 numbers of that page number. So 2, 7, and 5, which are right here. 275. Then you're going to place these 3 cards in order, 2, 7, 5, on top of the deck. 2, 7, 5. And now you're ready to start your trick. So you can shuffle the cards a bit, but make sure that these 3 cards do not get shuffled into the deck. So what I did was a riffle shuffle. But when I was getting to the top, I just put all this on top. And then I shuffled. So that maintains the first 3 cards. Okay? So there are many false shuffles on YouTube. You can go and search for some. Okay? So once you maintain the 3 cards, you're going to explain to the spectator that you're going to be going through the deck. Wherever they say stop, you're going to take out the first 3 cards. Now when you're explaining to them, you're going to take about a portion from the middle. Okay? Portion from the middle. Then you're going to shuffle like this. You're going to pull cards only from the top. So that does not disturb the order over here. Only pulling cards from the top. So this card right here, which is the 10 of clubs, will never change. Okay, so it will never change. And then you're going to explain that you're going to deal out the first 3 cards, and those are going to be the spectator selected cards. Gather all this and put it on the bottom of the deck. So remember, after all this, you're still supposed to have your 2, 7, and 5, or whatever page number you chose on top of the deck. Then now you're really going to do it. Okay, you're going to say stop anywhere. And now you're going to take about half the cards here on the bottom. Okay, and you're going to deal. You're going to shuffle it like that. And you're going to take cards from the top, not from here. So now I think you might know where I'm heading. The 2, 7, and 5 will always remain right here. It will never change. This is actually called the Hindu shuffle. Only take from the top. But if you do this fast enough, it looks pretty convincing that you're shuffling all the cards. Okay, now once they say stop, turn over this pack. So it still should have 2, 7, and 5. You deal it out, 2, 7, and 5. Show them 2, 7, and 5, or whatever number it is. And then, now, it's the rest of the trick is all about presentation. You go to your book slowly, you say, okay, 275. You let the spectator turn to the page. Then you tell them to say the first 3 letters. Then you're going to take a prediction, and you're going to show them that you are a fortune teller. Alright guys, so that is the trick. And thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Hey guys, I'm back, and today I've got another really cool magic trick to show you. Alright, so for this trick, I'm going to be using a ring. Alright, so I'm going to put the ring on my index finger. You can see it right there. I want you to watch very closely.